Welcome to Arydia. To back or not to back? That is the question. I discussed the main selling points for the product, and now let's dive into the value proposition. Okay, so the value proposition is that you pay 165 euros. Let's keep it in euros. In On GameFound you can back it. Let's see. I was also looking at Zaya, but I hope I can zoom in. Yeah, so there I watched all the videos, and the demo videos by instructions of Cody, the creator, were that no spoilers and only show the quick start guide, basically. So this thing, but then in video form, and the only thing was that you went down into a cellar and you fought rats, and each of these rat mobs had a different damage point grid, and so because you were very weak, you could see that the battle could take several hours. For value proposition, it was promised to be at least 40 hours of gameplay, and you have let's check the page. So there are 11,000 backers. So it is a first edition. Because it has 11,000 backers, it will make zero difference to back this or not. You can also see that it's if 1% of these people are not satisfied with the product, you can for sure get it on the secondary market, and you wouldn't have to pay for shipping. Then you can see this is a pretty bad example because it shows that you need a lot of game space. You don't need all this game space. You can put the cards over the world map. It has 1 to 4 players. In the Q&A videos from Cody, this game has been created, has been in the works for more than 12 years. And Cody explained that he started off with developing Zaya on a hexagonal grid in a space theme. Which has a lot of nice features, but that's for another video. Arydia was originally also a hex grid, and the idea for Arydia was that at one time he was playing Dungeons and Dragons with friends, the old style role-playing game, and he wanted to be a DM for once, and then quickly realized that it was a lot of work, at least 5 hours per session, and you might as well just put it in a box, and that was the idea for Arydia. So Arydia, the spirit of it is Dungeons and Dragons atmosphere, so fantasy, medieval, with classes, skill trees, stuff like that, for role-playing people, but then in a board game form. He also explained his passion for Baldur's Gate and all the classical PC RPGs. So I think he knows his stuff. But then again, it is first time developer. Ira, this is the second guy that jumped into the project after the first iterations. He has been working with Cody for about 8 years, and just like with the Zerywia two-man project originally, one guy is usually for the rules and structures, and the other is for the vision, theme, and the atmosphere. I think a two-man project is by far the best idea to produce such an epic thing. You could see that in Asferengard as well. Two main people working for years on developing a project. So yeah, it comes to fruition. This says that base game is $165. If you add to this pledge, then I'm not sure how it works, but then you get 20% on top of it for EU taxes, plus $20 for shipping. So this will be you see 165, but it's actually 250. If you want to buy it, go right ahead, of course. You will for sure get back the 165. Here it is promised that it will go up to $240. The reason for this discount is not altruism. The first editions are planetary playtests. That means that all the errors by the community will be found out, figured out, identified, and then proposed to fix. And you will be paying for this difference in money with an unripe product, at least an untested product. So that is why you shouldn't back. Very simple. It's a good product. It has no red flags so far, but I will show you some. There's also some things that say epic hunt, so it's extra jobs that you can for quests. And there is the small bodies miniature pack. You don't need these, but it will become even more expensive. If you add this to your base pledge, you will not get the money back if you sell it on the secondary market. But for 165, so for a total cost of 250 euros, you can for sure recuperate at least 200 euros on the secondary market. So you will be looking at a net loss of 50-60 euros. If you divide it out by a gameplay of about 40 hours, assuming that you first finish off the game, you would have $1 per hour per player. On top of that, this is the only way to also get Zaya. This makes the proposition a bit more difficult, because Zaya is very hard to get. It's a niche product. It's also the first product of Cody of any relevance. It was originally for 3 to 5 players. There are a lot of fan expansions for it, also official expansions that you can print out on the website of Cody, of Far Out Games. There are expansions, Embers of a Forsaken Star, Missions and Powers, etc. These are made by Ira. Cody never envisioned a solo version, but Ira designed one. And Cody went along with it because it would sell more. So this is the main source of income. Also note that this is the 4th edition and it still is riddled with typos. So you have to take that into account. Typos will not be fixed. They will remain because it's a print 100% copy. And that's also the problem with Arydia. So I made some views. I don't know if you can see it. I think you can. This will be the unhappy part. I think I will make another video. Yeah, I think that's better to make another video. Okay, bye for now.